What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you with another cryptocurrency stream. And guys, the Bitcoin price is having a bit of a drop off right now, from all the way up at 12,400, dropping all the way down to 11,685. Had a wick down all the way down to 11,500 over the last few days. Guys, does this mean that we're still bullish, or are we looking like some bearish times are right around the corner? And I wanted to go over the coin OMG and how Link crashed big over the last few days, and how 12K is being evaded once again, guys. And if that sounds good to you, be sure to subscribe and like, and I'm going to dive right into the price action. Okay guys, this is Bitcoin right here, and we had that drop out of this channel up at 12,500. Here's that wick down to 11,550, and we're getting very close to around 11,600 right now. A slight drop in the price action. We broke out of this support zone. Okay, we were up in it for a second, broke down below it. Okay, we kind of teetered around for a minute, but then broke down below. The EMA 20 is pushed down below the EMA 55, and the Bollinger Bands are kind of taking a dip down and widening right now. So it looks like some downward to the right motion is going on, but it's not very strong, so it's almost like a rightward motion going on right now. And basically we're just going off supports and resistances right here. So we do have some support at around 11,600, okay? I don't have one drawn, but let's draw it right here. So there's the support right there, okay? So let's see if it actually holds up here and we get pushed back up above the 11,800. I remember a few days ago right here, I told you guys do a long call. The market went right up, so that was a good call there, guys. I hope you guys made money on that long. Okay, but you couldn't have stayed in the market too long, though. You had to get out at the proper times, otherwise you probably are right back down to no profit zone or not making any money. You didn't get liquidated, but you definitely, if you waited too long, you didn't make any money. So you wanted to get out of that almost a few hours right after you got in. That's the kind of trades I look for when I'm doing fast coin. That's why they call it fast coin, in and out of the market as quickly as you can. And one other coin that I wanted to talk about, which had a really good pump yesterday, and sadly I had some company over and I missed it, but I was waiting for it all day, and sadly I just missed it. But this drop all the way down to 0.46, okay, 0.46 on OXT, and then it shot all the way up to 0.57, had a wick all the way up to 0.6 basically, guys. So that is an amazing run up. You could have made big on that coin, big on that trade if you guys got in at 0.46. We're talking, my normal, this would have made me thousands of dollars if I would have caught this trade. So I'm a little upset I missed it, but you know, that's the price you pay when you're not watching the charts. But this would have been a great trade for everyone to catch over the last day. Again, if it dips down, say down to this support level again, then I'd be looking for another trade there. That's what I'll be waiting for in case of another price action breakdown. Now you got to think we had one touch over here, and then we had one touch over here. So the chance of getting a third touch, it might just be a little lower, say like 0.44, and that would be where you're looking for the buy option, assuming that there's a continuous breakdown in price. It does look like we are moving in a downtrend here, as from the price rise all the way up to 0.8, it has been moving sideways and to the right, and a little bit of breakdown here. So let's see if we get a breakdown into this support zone right here, and if it remains stable at 0.45. Okay, guys, that's what I think needs to happen for Orchid to remain stable and for good price action and volatility movement. This is definitely being pumped and dumped like crazy. Like if you can look right here, a drop from 0.6 all the way down to 0.46 again, a shoot up all the way to 0.66, huge gains. A bounce from 0.5 up to 5.9, some big gains, okay? 0.46 up to 0.58, okay, or 0.6 depending on how you look at it, okay? So some big gains all around on this coin in the last few days. Just phenomenal, guys. Let me know in the comments if you've been riding Orchid at all, or if you caught that, or if you caught the big run up. I know I did a video live stream, I did a video that got 1,400 views right here. How many of you rode that wave up and caught those big gains? You could have caught over 100% on Orchid if you watched that video, guys. So, and if you bought in that same day. So that was really exciting, guys. And I think, Orchid will still play up to the upside. It might not be in the short term, but eventually we'll end up back at these prices again. And it's just kind of a matter of time. The price action looking very healthy. and a nice stable build up working up to it. And once it finally hit, I think, you know, there's some consolidation, some weak hands being weeded out, but I think eventually we'll be working our way upwards more with Orchid. You guys want to talk a little bit about Electroneum? Okay. The last video I did, we were up here and we had a breakout down to the right. I said we were kind of moved to the right here. We did, but it kind of ended up being down and to the right here, and then we broke through some supports. Okay, broke all the way down to the 0.0053 mark, bounced off that. Okay, back up in through testing resistances, broke through it, hit another resistance right up here at 0.0059. I don't have this one labeled, but if it was labeled, it would look something like this. Okay, something like that. Okay, and bounced off that, went all the way down to 0.0054 again, and is looking like we're going to get some bouncing around in this chamber here. So between support and resistances, and that's what it looks like is going to happen with Electroneum in the short term. What we don't want to see is something, for instance, happening like this, breaking down further into the red box. That would be very bad, and we want to try to avoid that. We want to get a bit of a bounce, something like this, and hopefully get back up in to this green box. Okay, guys? But it does look temporarily bearish for the short term. So, but hopefully we get a bounce right here. If we're going to get it, we're going to get it right here or right here. I don't think we'll end up like farther down here, for instance, which is a good sign. So, and we've been there a few times, you know, we've been there a few times. So it would be really good to see a higher low come into play and Electroneum to start to move upwards in the ranks here. So that's what I think is going on with Electroneum, guys. I think we're going to get a little bouncing around in between the support and resistance. Okay. And I wanted to go over OMG and how Link crashed big. We're talking over 20% in the last few days. And guys, check it out right here. Here is Link down at 13.36. So guys, if you were in just a few days ago, even at $16, which was looking like the low, but then once it tightened up in consolidation, a breakout is imminent, you know, and then the breakout happened, and it happened to the downside. So will Link recover? I think we'll get some sideways motion at around $13. Hopefully it'll rebound a little bit, hopefully back up to 14. But it's looking like, you know, the sell-off is finally happening from up at $20. This was the peak. That's where I predicted it would hit its peak, guys. It doesn't get any better than that. I'm actually really proud of that one, because when you get a spot on prediction on an altcoin, that's very hard to do. So with $20 prediction, that's exactly where it hit. Now I think the low, we could go down past $10 again. It could just happen if we don't see a reversal here anytime soon. We need to see a reversal. So if a reversal happens, then there's a little bit of a chance of something changing in Link, but you know, it has to actually happen, and supports have to be held first. Okay, guys. So OMG, the volatility. Link crashes as 12K evades Bitcoin. It's a weekly recap. Okay, guys. So what goes up must come down. Unlike last week, profit taking wasn't only the cause, as Chainlink, which has been soaring for most of the year, became the last victim of a flash crash shortly after passing $20. Link spectacularly fell 25% in under a minute as the subsequent cascade of margin calls linked to various trading strategies gradually filtered through the market and put a real dent into overall market sentiment. No one was spared from the carnage, not even the almighty digital gold. Despite the disappointing development, crypto bugs should take solace in the fact that Bitcoin is still seeing higher highs and higher lows. That's what we were talking about, as an indicator of bullish sentiment, and some profit taking after asset passes pricing milestones is normal, if not expected, and evidence of an orderly and gasp, perhaps markets maturing. So OMG token soars after Ethereum congestion worsens. So a little known token attached to the OMG network protocol outperformed just about any other publicly traded asset this year. To date, OMG coin is up almost 500% as it joins the growing ranks of projects chipped away at ETH's lead as the dominant non-Bitcoin cryptocurrency. And as a reminder, the OMG network can take the USDT transaction off-chain. The idea is to enable USDT deposits and withdrawals on the OMG network which will reduce confirmation times, make payments faster, lower transaction costs, and at the same level of security as Ethereum. So what do you guys think about OMG? Do you guys like that coin? Where do you think it's going? You know, do you think that it's moving up or down? Do you think it has a good future? I think it's had some really big gains this year and it has a lot of promise. But as we just talked about, what goes up must come down. Do you think that it's out of pump and it's going to start to dump pretty soon? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And guys, that's really all I have time for today. I have some miners that I'm going to be selling, some Z9s actually, and long overdue for a sale, so hopefully they are liked by the person buying them. They are definitely in great condition, so I think they will serve them well. But I have to go over to the lab and pick them up and make sure that they're ready for resale, basically, so go clean them. But thank you for tuning in, guys. I've just been having a great time with the page. We're up to 250 subscribers, so I'm 1/4 of the way up to 1,000 subscribers, which was basically my goal for short term for YouTube. So that's great news, guys. Very exciting, very exciting. Thank you for everything so far, guys. I definitely plan on sticking around and continuing to make videos. And I can see myself doing this for years to come, guys. So I hope the channel really continues to grow. I hope I continue to pick up students. I hope that you guys are making money on your trades. I know I am, and I will be sharing that with you guys all the time as I go along in this crypto venture here. But thank you for tuning in, guys. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.